Hey, what's up, you guys? I know it's been a while. You know, you're seeing my face. How are ya? I'm in my car. I'm currently driving home. Don't worry, it's totally legal because it's hands-free, so if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm being safe and I'm looking at the road. Heck yeah. So, I've been wanting to do car vlogs. I don't know if I've actually told you guys that I've wanted to do car vlogs, but I've recorded quite a few car vlogs, but they've just been weird, or the recording was off or something. So I am now actually going to be posting this one because, you know, life. I am drinking a sweet and salted cold brew from Dunkin'. It's actually really good. So the whipped cream is salted. There's this special type of whipped cream that they use, and it's salted, and it tastes really weird. The whipped cream tastes really weird, but what you have to do is you have to mix it in with the drink because it comes black, and then when you mix in the whipped cream, it gives, you know, the cream, and it's really good. I definitely suggest it. I either, if I'm gonna do a cold brew, I do this, or I do the vanilla sweet cream from Starbucks. So that's what I do. But I'm pretty sure I told you I'm on my way home. I had to take my sister to work this morning, and then I went and got a car wash. I was gonna go get an oil change, but the oil change place, car repair place, it was weird because they were open, because the store hours are open, but there's nobody in the lobby, and the lights were all shut off. They open at 7:30. I got there at 9. There was nobody in there. So that was kind of annoying because I need an oil change. I'm 1,000 miles over from getting an oil change. But I'm within the because you're supposed to technically, you have 3,000 to 5,000 miles. So I'm at 4,000 miles right now. So I need to get it done. But it's probably a good thing because I didn't have my coupon with me. And because, you know, they sent a coupon in the mail for me. So I was like, you know what? Yeah. So instead of getting that, I went to Walmart and I perused Walmart for a hot minute. And then burped. And then I went and I got a car wash. So my car is nice and washed and it looks good. It was really awkward though because one of the guys, well, actually, no, two of the guys that were detailing the outside of my car were really cute. They were probably younger than me, but they're really cute. And I've seen them there before, and I'm great. I'm in sweatpants and a zip-up hoodie and a t-shirt with no makeup on, with the hood up, and just looking ratchet right now. And you guys are really cute. I also feel really bad for the car wash people that have to be outside because it's really cold in New York right now. It's 30 degrees, 32 degrees right now outside. It's supposed to get up to 50 today. Woo. But it's cold and they have to stand outside either wiping the car off or using the hose and hosing it off or taking your money, and it's cold. I would hate that job. I really hope they get paid well because that just would suck. I would hate it. I would like to do it in the fall and the spring when it's nice and cool, and not in the summer, unless I was doing the water one because it'd be so hot because it's open all year round. So the summer and the winter months, I would hate working there because it would just be so hot and you're just outside. But in the summer, I guess you'd get a nice tan from doing that. So that would be good. But not everybody's looking to get a tan, you know? Anyway, I'm trying to think what else I can update you guys on life-wise while I'm driving home. I'm 5 minutes from my house at that. Don't worry, I won't record the whole time. I'm trying to think. I told you guys I'm a substitute teacher now. It's been interesting for sure, especially because I'm pretty sure I touched on this, how when I'm in the high school because I substitute K through 12, how whenever I'm in the high school, it's always awkward because that was the high school that I graduated from. So when I'm subbing for these teachers, I'm like, I either A, took this class with this teacher, or B, the teacher next door was my teacher and now we're colleagues. It's surreal, I guess you could say. Oh, it's for sure surreal. So it's been interesting. But it's nice though because I'm able to, especially like in the middle school and high school age, I love teaching them because I'm able to kind of share my heart in the sense of, because I'm young enough of where they listen to me in giving life advice, because, you know, I'm right around their age. Well, like 6 to 10 years, oh my gosh, 6 to 10 years older than these children. Oh, but they take to my advice because I'm closer to their age, and when you hear advice from an older person when your age is like 13 to 17, you're like, oh my gosh, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm way smarter. I know it all, blah, blah, blah. Because let's be honest, we've all done it, especially when you're, you know, in your adult years and you're looking back and you're like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I just did that, right? We've all done it. So it's nice because I'm able to tell these kids, you know, hey, don't party, don't drink, don't do drugs. And I know everybody says that, but it's nice hearing it from somebody who's just a little bit older, you know, who are in their 20-somethings and they're trying to make something of themselves and they're, you know, going through life and they're just like, hey, guess what? It's not cool. You might think it's cool now in high school, but trust me, like, it'll mess you up. Because I've had friends that like partying and drinking and doing drugs and stuff like that really mess them up. And it's hard to get your life back on track when you're doing that and that's all you know how to do. It's sad, but it happens. Like, that's life. That's what goes on. But it's nice because I'm in the position of where, you know, they don't have to see me every day. Like, I just come in. There are, you know, now students that will recognize me being like, oh, hey, you were the teacher for this class. So it's nice because they see a friendly face. But it's cool because there was this one student that I really empowered when I was giving the lesson. And it wasn't even like, I wasn't even giving a lesson. They were like doing work and I was just, you know, kind of talking to them because there were only 2 students in the class. And I was just kind of like, hey guys, like what grade are you guys in? And, you know, we're just kind of talking, and it was cool because the one student, he actually just recently got on the juvie and he's turning his life around, and it was awesome because we had the conversation of like the people who influence you in your life are the people that will make or break you, in the sense of what are they doing in your life in a positive or negative way. And it was awesome because he was like, yeah, no, like, I've turned my life around. I've been there. Like, I started doing drugs at the age of 13 and like stealing cars and whatever else. And, you know, my older cousins were the ones who got me into it, and it just was not cool. And it was awesome because, you know, I was able to reach him in the sense of, I was like, guess what? Like, I'm older. I've seen that, you know, I know, you know, like the power of your family that's like older than you and you look up to them, you know, and if they're making those bad decisions, you know, you want to be like them, so you're going to make those decisions too. Or even your friends, like your older friends. It's all about peer pressure. And it was great because at the end of the day, when I was, you know, after I was talking to them and whatever else, and I was just like, here's the thing, like, try going to a party, because both of the students in the class, they partied, whatever else. And I was like, go to that party sober. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. Like, don't smoke weed, whatever else. Don't do it. And then observe your friends and see at the end of the day how you feel and how awkward it is. Because I've been in those situations of where I've DD'd and I've gone with my friends and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so uncomfortable because everybody around me is drunk or high on something and I'm the only one sober, and I'm like, this is not a situation that I want to put myself in, like that I want to be in, because these people are not in their right mind. Something bad's gonna happen, and it's just not cool. So it was nice because, you know, at the end of the class, he came up to me and he was like, thank you so much for telling me this stuff, because without it, like, I don't think that, you know, I would have really, like, stuck to it, because, you know, people have told me this before, but, like, hearing it from you is awesome. And he's like, I've learned more from you today than I have in any other class in high school. And for a teacher, somebody in education, like, that just touches your heart. Like, I wanted to cry when, you know, he told me this, because I was like, oh my gosh, you listened, you know what I mean? Like, and you actually, you know, are appreciating it, because a lot of people his age don't appreciate it. They don't care. They're just like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to do that, or, oh, I do that and it doesn't matter. Like, I'm fine. I'm not going to get caught. I'm not going to get hooked on it, whatever else. It's fine, or I'll stop whenever I want to. And the fact that he was genuinely like, thank you so much for your advice, that really touched me. Was just, it was so good. It was so good. So I just kind of, you know, just wanted to share that little tidbit. So that's when I like working in the high school, you know, in the middle school age, when I'm able to reach out and to, you know, really have an impact, because that's what I went to school for. It was for youth ministry, to, you know, reach kids and have a solid impact. So I'm really glad that I'm, like, able to do that. But all right, I'm home now. My uncle and my dad are working on our kitchen, and they're, like, bringing stuff out from one of the cars. Like, they're bringing wood out, and I didn't realize that they were right there, and I'm, like, recording. So I'm gonna cut this here. All right, bye guys.